Hey, edit that part out, Miss Tracy. I wouldn't care, I got 82 days.
All right, ready? Okay, guys. All right, if everybody else stand up.
Stand up.
All right. If you said that you are a veteran teacher, have a seat. All right. If you described yourself as a circle, stay standing. Okay. If you chose academics versus athletics, stay standing. Academics is up. Okay? And then, so we're down to 4. All right. Who has a horse? You want to tell us about your horse?
I can. I got him when he was 2. Now he's 12. I used to show, but now I don't anymore because he's back at home. I live in Greer.
What's his name?
Hobie.
Hobie. Okay.
I rode a horse once.
I ride the entire time.
Okay. Good job, Drew. Woo-hoo! What? Okay, so the research says that for every age that the student is that you're teaching, that's how many minutes you're going to keep them focused. And then after that many minutes, you need to switch up. So you're teaching 16, 17, 18-year-olds. So about every 15 to 20 minutes, it's time to do something a little different. And I love this. It's a really good brain break, a time to just pull something out and do something different. You want to add anything else?
My advice is if you're going to do it, like I had mine fill it out the first day of class, have them write it down somewhere else. Because, you know, after like a few weeks when I pulled them out, nobody remembered what they said. So, and actually before I filmed the video, I kind of warned them that we did a little practice to make sure that we remembered because it had been a couple weeks. And so many people couldn't remember theirs. I had to pass their cards back out to them so they could look and make sure that they remembered what they said. So it works out pretty well.
Okay, let's watch the video. This music freaks me out.
Hey, I'm Ruth Winchester. My AVID strategy is mystery students. With that strategy, all the students would get a note card, put their name on it. You would have 4 or 5 questions that, the first 3 would be kind of like one or the other, and then the last one would be something specific about them. And then I use it as a brain break throughout the year. I'll just have everybody stand up, shuffle the cards, pull one out, and then have everybody stand up, and if they answer a certain thing on the first one, they stand up. And then just narrow it down until we figure out who it is, and then they can share with the class their interesting fact or answer a question or something like that. Thank you.
If you said that you had to work at math, stay standing. All right? If you described yourself as a circle, sit down. You're a circle, have a seat. So squares are standing. You don't have a card, so yeah, we'll get your card next time. Okay? So squares are up, right? All right. If you said that you prefer to
about the way she did her last thing is she made it content specific. Whenever that last mystery student was standing up, she may ask them something about them, but did you see she asked them about order of operations or a math term? So I really kind of like that. All right, the split list. I know that you got tired of my emails. I know you did. These are the templates. These are the green pieces of paper. Kind of like you get tired having to ask kids to turn in stuff. So I kind of know how you felt now. But I do have them all in, and I am very strongly urging you to put it on your door on this green piece of paper so every kid in the school will know if my teacher's splitting, I know where to look, what color paper, where I'm going. And please talk about that with your students ahead of time. I think we did a step, well, math did it last semester, but the rest of us did a step further in sending those split lists out to everybody in your group. So now if I say on an email in the morning, Burnett's out, he's going to split, at least all of you know who should be coming to you. So that's a little bit better. We have 3 school days left in January. I already have 13 people that I know are going to be out. They're all covered so far with subs. The month of February does have 28 days, but I already have 28 people that I know are going to be out in the month of February, and they're all covered. So right now we're doing really good with subs and our coverage. And the reason I really feel strongly about splits is because now nobody's having to miss their planning period. And so thank you for doing that. The district hired somebody named Brooke Burdette to be Director of Communications. She's coming over here Friday at 9 to meet with me. She said in her email to all principals, I'm going to do a weekly newsletter about cool stuff going on in your schools. So here, if we don't toot our own horn, no one else will. If you got something cool going on in ROTC, in your AP class, in a club that you sponsor, in athletics, in Avid, whatever you got going on, I need you to give it to me by Friday morning at 9 because I'm going to give it to her. And then I'm going to ask her at that meeting Friday morning, how do you want us on a weekly basis to get you this information about National Honor Society or Vega Club or whatever? Because I want those people over at Calhoun and Hannah and Glenview and to go, Westside again? We have cool stuff going on. And if we don't toot our own horn, nobody else is going to do that for us. So by 9 o'clock Friday, just shoot me anything you want me to put in this first one, then I'll find out from there. We did Mulkey. Please, 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 have your students sitting in a seat during an advisory watching the news. Just go ahead and start that now. It's a new semester. I love the news. Hats off, Coach Turn. You and your kids do a great job. Especially with me, because I'll open this door and say, come here, I want you to film something like right at the last minute and put it on in 10 minutes. So they do a great job. But I want y'all making your students watch the news. Pop quiz. What 2 teachers were featured on the news this morning? Miss Wilson's student teacher. Who got a shout out? What teacher? Miss Lott. Yeah, so I need to work on the junior Avid students who are given the tip of the day, because the one today was do your work. I need for an Avid student to go above and beyond a statement like that, and I'm meeting with them and I'm going to work on that. But please, every day turn on the news, but especially on Wednesdays, okay? Curtis, you're up.
All right, let me go back to 5.5. Sent out an email, I think it was yesterday, about semester 1 nominations for underclassmen awards. We talked about this a little bit last year, and we want to make it happen this year, and that's recognizing student achievement. We do that for seniors and senior awards night, and that's great, but we have a lot of kids in 9 through 11 that do a lot of good work, and their efforts need to be recognized. So if you haven't already, go back and click on that link, take a look at it. I want to answer I've gotten a few questions about it, so I just want to clarify. Herbie, I want to use you as an example. So first semester, Herbie taught Gov Econ Honors, but he also had Gov Econ CP. So Herbie would nominate 2 students, because he's nominating one person for Gov Econ Honors, it's one course, and one person for Gov Econ CP, okay?
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
only for underclassmen, not seniors, right?
Yeah, that's correct. This is only 9 through 11. 9 through 11. Also with the criteria, you know, it doesn't have to be Herbie's top-ranked student. That's up to him. It could be the student that gave him the best effort. Like this man, Taylor came in every day and gave me everything that he had. He didn't have the highest average, but he gave me everything that he had. Or Rose, man, she was really struggling at the beginning of the year, but she made so much improvement and was, you know, just grew the most. Maybe you use your slow data for that, I don't know. But anyway, so we kind of leave that up to you to determine who you're giving your award to for your class. That'll follow up senior awards night the very next morning, since we'll have everything set up in the gym. So that Friday, the 12th, May the 12th, we'll have underclassmen awards.
Quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
If you teach the course twice, like once in first semester, once in second semester, do I do one for each or
Yeah.
wait till the end? And
Yeah.
then-
Yeah, so we'll double it in for second semester, so we'll delineate that in the award itself. Yes, sir.
How about the seniors, how we nominate them?
That'll come around later on in this semester. Yes, sir.
Alright, if we teach a class that has, like, you know, Gov Econ's transition to 10th grade, so if I have 30 kids and 20 of them seniors and I have 10, 11th graders in there, then you want me to pick, you know, out of the, if I ain't choosing but 10, if I don't teach but 10 juniors in all 3 of my classes combined, do I need that?
If one of those stands out to you,
Okay.
do it. I mean, if not, I'm not gonna hound you for it, but if one of those juniors stands out to you. Yes, ma'am.
Is there anywhere, I didn't see to specify why they're nominated? Achievement was improved.
And it's just said have just down
No,
me.
No, there's not on the form.
Okay.
You could write that out next to their name. I've seen a couple of people that have done that when the thing comes in on the spreadsheet. They wrote, you know, Rose Baker / most improved. So you could do that next to your name.
I got one other question with that too. Then we teach the same course. If I nominate somebody, he will nominate.
But you have different students,
Right.
so you would nominate for the students that were directly under you. Can I see a nice win?
You can.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna, with Taylor, I only had a couple juniors first semester and I have more second semester. So can I just wait till the end of second semester and choose from all of my juniors?
Yes.
Instead of,
I think what we'll probably do is, you know, as we get closer to May, if there are courses that we're missing, you know, I might send an email back out, maybe to you specifically, and if that's the case, that's fine. Again, I'm not gonna hound you to recognize, I mean, I want you to recognize a student, but I'm not gonna say you have to pick one for that class when you only, that's the case where you had 20 kids, but only 2 of them were in the class. Okay, any other questions on awards? All right, seniors, I think Ms. Steeple has been sending out emails today to teachers directly. If you have a senior who is on a list of about 125 that have FAs that they need to clear up before May, we're meeting, Mr. Roberts is gonna meet with them tomorrow in the AV room during advisory. I think they're gonna get called at 9:40, so please look at that email if you got one today from Ms. Steeple, and see if you have any of those kids in your first block class. They'll be going to the AV room. Ram Pride card, we're gonna make that a little bit more accessible. I haven't seen a whole lot come through lately, but we wanna make it more accessible. We'll put it on the website, and it'll basically be a Google form. So that way, if you don't have that yellow piece of paper in your classroom, all you gotta do is click, you can do it from home, click on the link, say, you know what, Andrew Tedeschi did a great job today, he did blah, 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 blah. Click on submit, you will get a copy of that form that you submit. Mr. Roberts will get it in his email, and so will Ms. Foggy. And actually, Coach Turner, I might put you on it as well, so maybe that can notify you, hey, maybe this is something I need to get with Mr. Roberts about to put on the news. So anyways, we want to make that a little bit more accessible to you guys so we can